Hello and welcome to Vision for the Nation. I am your host, MC Danny. Welcome to the show. Sorry for coming this late. As you are aware, Secretary Chris had a show that was going on, and it was important that that show rides on. It was quite heartfelt and very touching to see Ambassador Fossong, explain all these things that's been going on. You see a father, a grandfather who was passionate for his people, explaining and in tears of, what he had for his nation. I was really touched. I was actually surprised to see Ambassador Fossong in tears talking to his people. But as you can tell, that is a man with a vision and a man who was ready to stand his integrity. So once again, welcome to the show, Vision for the Nation. And lines are not yet open. Please bear with me. I don't want you to start coming when it's not yet time. On this show today, we want to look at the IDPs and refugees, a crisis that is ongoing due to the war that has been meted upon us. And today's show, we want to look at, how do we reintegrate them back into our society, into the nation, into Ambazonia when we get our freedom, our total independence. So that is a discussion that we're going to be having today, ladies and gentlemen. And I know it's been really heartfelt and quite touching to hear the ambassador say what he was saying. But regardless, I want us to ride on that. Let us take that passion that he had for his nation to be our vision as well. There's one thing he said there, or a line that he said there that caught me. I'm somebody who looks at visions and things like that. He said he wants a country where there is love, truthfulness, equality, where you can treat me like your brother, I can treat you like my brother, you can treat me like one of yours. And that is a very important thing for us to take on board. So today we are looking at how do we reinstate, how do we get back the people, the IDPs, the refugees that have been scattered due to the burning of villages. I have here some images that that is really touching indeed to see that. And in fact, it is really a painful thing seeing some of these images, seeing some of these things going on. Sorry that I wasn't able to, due to some technical issues, my voice wasn't coming on while that was going on. But just to mention again, as you can see here, some of the pictures of houses that have been burned. This calls for concern. These people have to be looked after. We have to begin to think of how do we get them back reinstated. In fact, we need to begin to think of what measures do we take to see that these people are reinstated back into the community. We need to begin to reflect, and this is a call for concern, because we are the people that would definitely have to take care of these ones. Some of them have lost everything. And when we say everything, we mean everything. There's nothing that you will think that they have anymore that we can that we can think they can fall on. They have nothing. A lot of them have nothing. Their houses have been burned down, their villages burned down, and as you can see in the images, it is a devastation. It's a devastation. And for today's topic, like I had said before, there are going to be so many different topics that we'll be dealing in on the show Vision for the Nation. In today's topic, I want us to look at how do we begin to reintegrate these people back into the community. What are the processes we can put in place? What are, for example, the tools, the budget, if possible, whatever it is that we can discuss. Let's have a vision of how these people can be reinstated back into. Just before we go opening the lines, can I beg your indulgence? If you can, please go on YouTube, look for Vision for the Nation. You will see the one with our logo there. Vision for the Nation. Subscribe, because we are also doing other nations just to encourage ourselves of to energize ourselves of what we are doing, to remind ourselves of visions. Go there, subscribe, like the videos, and also inundate it. I just want people to go there so that we spread the news about the show. And also on Facebook, you can go to facebook.com/Vision for the Nation, or email us at visionftn@gmail.com. Back again to our topic today. IDPs. These are internally displaced persons, those that are still inside Ambazonia, but that have been trapped, and they are in villages. Sadly, their case, I will not want to compare their cases with the refugees because you can't really say due to the situation. But I can just imagine that those ones with the fear of soldiers coming after them, killing them and stuff, I think theirs is even a bit more worse than the case of the refugees. Not to say both of them are not challenging. It is. And that's why we are having such discussion. So like you can see here, houses being burned to the ground, and in fact, it's really touching. This could be your home, and this could be your village, and it's possibly the case of so many watching. It's really sad indeed. Sadly, these are the things that have been meted upon us, but we have to deal with them. And that's why this revolution is going on, and going on strong. So, in a moment, we are going to open the lines. Some of the things that I would like us to be looking at is, what structures can we put in place, like I mentioned before. How do we deal with the influx? Remember, when we have our independence, we will be having a serious influx coming in from Nigeria, probably some other countries as well, and also from the internally displaced. How do we deal with these things? What structure do we put in place? And how do we deal with temporary accommodation? Because certainly we will have to look at temporary accommodation while we rebuild houses or I don't know, flats and things like that to rehabilitate these people. So, ladies and gentlemen, while I'm discussing, think of what your contribution will be. Make a call when the time comes for the lines to be open. And also, before I go ahead, please share this video on Facebook, on YouTube, and also those that are on ground zero. Please call somebody to tune in onto this show. Sorry again that I had to come this late. I didn't intend to, but it was important that Secretary Chris comes with the things he had to say, and also with the interview with His Excellency Ambassador Fossong. So please bear with me, as we ride on. Like I had said in the last show, if you don't see me early enough, just be patient. I will still be coming, especially if I've sent out a flyer, and except in what scenario. Also, just to mention that next week we might not have the show, or we might have it another day. I don't know how it's going to look like. On Tuesday we might not have it at all, because we'll be having, we know what it is, 1st of October and the 2nd of October. So those days will be really busy, as you can tell. So we'll now open the lines. If you want to call us, you want to give us a call, you want to leave a comment, please do so. This is the moment where you can call us, you can leave a comment online. Bear with me, I would also be checking to, you can leave a comment on ABC, Amber TV, Facebook, you can leave a comment on YouTube, you can leave a comment on our own Facebook, Vision for the Nation on Facebook. So just give me a moment while I check to see if there are any comments. So today's topic, again, just to reiterate, is about the IDPs and the refugees. How do we reintegrate them back into our community? How do we make sure that they are catered for? That, take for example, medical. How do we deal with that? Those who, with the education as well, how do we deal with that? You might not be able to see me at the moment on ABC Amber TV, but you can watch me on our Facebook page, Vision for the Nation. So you can watch us, you can leave a comment there, because we are live on that one as well. Let me see if there are any comments at the moment. Just a second there. Okay. Oh wow, somebody say watching from ground zero. Wow, that's great. I'm sure there are many just like you who are watching from ground zero. So please, if you can, if you're watching me, okay, just a moment, somebody's made a comment here. Let me just read this. Wow, people have been waiting for the show. I'm happy to see this. Wow, somebody said it would be nice to pray. I could stay up and watch. It's already 9:37 p.m. here, but I will try. Sorry about that, really. What I'll do is I'll try to, we'll send a link around to share, to make sure, just make sure you watch out for that. Oh, somebody said no lights to watch TV. How sad it is. And that's exactly the kind of country that we are dealing with, the kind of situation we're dealing with. We want to get away from that system. You don't want to be in a situation where you have something to do really important and then suddenly the light goes off, which you depended upon. That is really sadly something that we have to deal with for now. Somebody say, hola, Daniel, I love your program and idea. Thanks a lot. I'm sure there will not be too many comments coming in due to the technicalities. But I know that you on ground zero, you are watching me even at this time. So, yes, please, if you want to call, make sure you do that now while the show is going on. Our WhatsApp number is on the screen. It's +447379487450. So yes, if you can call, that's fine. I do understand a lot of people are surely. Okay, just a moment. Hello, good day. Yeah, how are you doing? Good evening.
Good evening, sir. We are doing fine.
Oh, that's good. Good to hear your voice. So, what's your contribution for today?
Well, my first point is that the father that Chris Arno have just interviewed with, have just spoke with him. It makes us have spirit.
Oh, wow,
That's
good.
the type of father that we need to be seen always, so that will give us courage.
Wow.
Because the father speak. The father speak, and once he speak, we understand that most of our parents have been sold, have been written, sell us.
Wow.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm getting you. You are very clear. I'm getting you very well. Very touching
Okay,
what you are
you are
saying.
getting me.
Yes, I'm getting you. Yeah, I was
Yes,
I was saying very
said
very very touching what you are saying. Yeah.
the ambassador also is a nice person, so we hope to be seeing him always.
Okay.
He's a person that gives us wisdom. He's a person that speaks the truth, and you know, I grew in a family that my grandma always said, "Your truth may delay, but it will save you everywhere you are."
Wow.
So we know most of our parents today, with the money that they have collected. Hello?
Yeah, I'm getting you. Go on. Your life.
Yeah, that most of our parents today have collected. They cannot speak the truth. And without speaking the truth, it killed a lot. So we really appreciate the power that have spoke today. And he really said things that we were not expecting. And he said things that we never ever know. But today we have learned a lot. And I think most of our brothers and sisters, they have carried, they are right, 100%. For those who are deceiving themselves that no, we need to drop and look at one Cameroon, I don't think that is a solution.
Yeah.
Because we will continue suffering. So it is better we fight now and have the independence, so that we can continue, so that our children will not suffer this type of suffer again. Because me, I prefer that my child should to be in a place that you have equal right. Nobody will talk to him, you are a Biafra or you are an Anglophone.
Yeah.
You guys are disturbing. Yeah, then on the other program about the destruction, we know when peace will come with people free mind, you will see people will do a lot for what we were not expecting.
Okay, good.
I know there are people that, you know, in a situation that you find yourself in an independent country, in a country that is independent.
Yes.
Even somebody do not tell you that go to the street and clear. You would like to do something that people will not even tell you to do it. You will just be like to do it because you are a free man.
Wow.
But once you are not free, then they are forcing you to do something you will never do with your conscience clear.
That's true.
So I thank you. I like the program.
Okay.
And I like that the interim government should continue with what he is doing.
Okay.
There is nobody in Grand Zero that will say this La Republic, they are good people. Sincerely. They have made us to understand that they are not even, we are not quality, we don't even have quality to deal with them.
You're right.
God, we know the break is coming.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah.
The break is coming. And tomorrow they will be the one to play.
Yeah. Anyway, you're breaking there. Thanks so much. Okay. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much. This person who just called, that was really awesome. It's so good to hear those words, and also for encouraging the interim government to bring people on board like Ambassador Fosun that can encourage the people on Ground Zero. And those on Ground Zero, thanks for your resilience. Thanks for standing firm even onto this cause. Remember, it is God ordained, as we've always said, and we know And I believe that God is sustaining all of you on ground zero during this period. Sadly, we've lost many people, and it is sad to see these images, to see lives that have been lost. But the truth of the matter is that we have got to keep going on, keeping on until we get the breakthrough. So the lines are open for anybody who wants to continue to contribute. Remember, we're talking about IDPs. Okay, somebody's asking if we are now online. I can't respond to that right now. But yes, we are on Facebook on Vision for the Nation. So you can watch it there. Vision for the Nation. Search for it on Facebook. You will see us there. Or you can type facebook.com/Vision for the Nation. Hello, welcome to Vision for the Nation. You're live. Good day. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm fine. I'm calling from Ground Zero.
Wow, great to hear your voice and great to know that you're calling from Ground Zero. So what contribution do you have today for us, please?
Okay, my contribution is that
Yeah.
I love program testing, and we need many programs like this, like yours.
Okay.
And what Chris Arnold did today.
Yeah.
We are very happy.
Okay.
We are happy for him. We need more parents like Ambassador.
You're right.
With this struggle.
Wow, you're right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know that as we are fighting for independence, we have already got our independence. Our heart, our mind.
That's right.
Yes.
Wow.
We in Ground Zero, we are behind you people.
Thank you. Thank you so much. May you continue to be strengthened.
We are begging for support for everybody in diaspora to support us here, because we are lacking many things. You know that there are many things that we cannot just talk inside the media.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I understand.
People are still worrying us. Burning, even today, they burn many houses in Kumbu, in Bui. So we are not even sleeping because the people, the Janlams army, they are worrying us too much.
Wow. Wow, so courage.
We are begging for groundnut and stick. Don't just send groundnut in southwest, in southern zone, as we can say.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for the message and
all the things in Ambazonia land.
Yeah, sure.
To fight our land and take our land.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful.
Thank you so much. And any contribution with regards to the IDPs, refugees? How I understand the challenge that you are going on, and but do you have any contribution you could have towards that?
As for us, you know that we are still like refugees because we are in the bushes.
Yeah, that's true.
So yes, so for us, if we get something to eat, we thank God. If we don't get, we thank God. Because we are just running in the bushes. You know that this time is rainy season and we are fighting to get something to eat like corn, sweet potatoes, anything that we get, we eat. So we are just support under this boy that they have already given their life to this struggle for them to fight and get us a free land.
Wow. Anyway, thank you so much for that contribution. And once more, be encouraged, trust in God, and know that certainly, as you've said with your own words, we will get there. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you also.
Okay, bye.
Continue with your program.
Thank you. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Yeah. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, that was really awesome. I think one of the things that I gather from what this scholar has just said is, most importantly, food. You know, we need to begin to think. We need to think, how do we get food, food stuff to our people? And while I know a lot of people are looking up to the diaspora, I think it's also time that we begin to cater for each other. Remember, whoever is beside you is your brother, is your sister. Just a moment. Hello, good evening, sir. Good evening. Welcome to the show, Vision for the Nation. What are your contributions for today, sir?
Okay. I want to say that, like we're talking about the IDPs.
Yeah, can you be a bit louder? I can't really hear you so well. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, that's clearer.
Yeah,
now? That's better, yes.
Okay. Yes, like I was saying that you're talking about the IDPs, not so?
Correct, yeah.
Yes. Normally we are in a situation where really I don't just envisage what can be done to them.
Okay.
But all I just want to do is to appreciate you people for what you are doing and to thank Secretary Chris for the updates that he has been giving us.
Okay.
Yes, because from what we are trying to see, it shows that La Republic is trying to bribe most of the people we thought were Ambazonians to sell us again the second time to La Republic. I'm ashamed of somebody like Cardinal Toumi, who is, an elderly somebody who should stand for the truth and tell these people in the face. I remember one time when he recounted that he was at Vatican,
okay,
and one diplomat asked him, "How far are you people going with the assimilation of the Anglophone?"
Wow.
Yeah. He said that. I think at that time he was in his right mind. I don't know what has gone with him this time. What is wrong with him? So I don't know whether Fabia Grandmaster have cast a spell on all these people attending that so-called national dialogue of a thing. So my brother, well, we just pray and put this struggle into the hands of God and hope that God will do something for us.
Thank you for the comment. And we believe God certainly that we will get to our total independence. I mean, I always like to say total independence because when I share my vision, you understand why.
Yes. Because I really wish for complete and total independence.
And that is what we'll have.
Yes.
That is what we'll have. Thank you so much for your comments and for the contribution. Stay safe and the Lord be with you. Okay? Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you too. Right. Wow, thanks for that call. Ladies and gentlemen, the lines are still open. You can call to discuss. I know it's a very trying moment and it's not, like this man says, it's a bit difficult to think what is it that can be done because the situation is still ongoing. But yes, what is it that we can still do even right now? I think one of the things is to see how we organize ourselves to contribute. For we in the diaspora, if you're listening to me, do your best to support the interim government, the various groups that are doing this work towards the independence. Do your very best. Contribute your money. And remember, it's not just about one person. It's about the whole southern Cameroon, the whole Ambazonia. So you want to be in a position where you are satisfied that yes, I contributed my own little dime to see this thing come to fruition, to see it come to a realization, our total independence. I don't want to go so much into politics, what's happening, what's not happening, but I want us to look at the reality. And the truth of the matter is that for those who are on ground zero, please do not harden your heart for those that are in need for food, for things to cater for themselves. Be your brother's keeper. Be there for them. And don't allow don't allow the fact that maybe you have little not to share. Please, be kind. Because the little you give today will become much tomorrow for you. And you never know a life that you might save just by your little giving. So for those on ground zero, I want to also encourage you, even in this time, do your best to reach out to somebody. Do not just wait and say, hey, we're waiting for those in diaspora. Yes, we have our own role to play. It's important that we do our own. And I think that there's a lot of mobilization going on. And I believe the IG, the interim government, there are various groups as well that are doing a lot. I don't have the time to mention all of them here, but there are just so many things that are happening in different places, especially towards the refugees, to see how to help them. But you know what? If we have been able to resist up to this point in time, the warfare that's been meted upon us, we should be able also to resist with our brothers by helping those that cannot really help themselves at the moment, that are struggling, to be there for them. So if you have any comments, please, you can leave them on our WhatsApp, or you could also call in. Thanks for those who have called in. And just to remind you again, like I said, for next week, due to the 1st of October that is coming, which is our Independence Day, the restoration of our Independence Day declaration and the restoration, we know very well that, it's going to be celebration. There will be things happening I can't really say for now, but the show might not hold because of the nature of it. But however, I want you to stick with us. Go to Facebook, Vision for the Nation. Subscribe on YouTube. Search for us. Look at the other video. Send in your contributions in terms of ideas, solutions that we can implement even in the show, and also with regards to the topics that we are discussing. It doesn't end here. One of the things that I believe so much, I'm going to talk for myself, in terms of the IDPs and in terms of the refugees, is the fact that we need to begin to think when the time comes, not necessarily now, but we'll probably have to have some very good tents that can be built up for temporary accommodation. And that is an idea which I believe is important, because when people will come, we cannot say, hey, stop there, don't come, because we have not yet prepared a place for you. And I believe that, having tents, special tents that can accommodate people, is going to be something that will be very important to implement during that period. So that's one idea, one of the things I believe is important to take note on. Another thing is, when we do that, how do we get water? How do we get food? I am very sure there will be experts that are going to come on board for such things. And truth be told, we can't give all the details on this show because, certain things, certain details cannot be discussed, or there's no time to elaborate that. But at least some major ideas that we can have to see how to help the people, to make things easier for them, we can always share them. Also, another challenge that we are going to surely have, and this is something for the interim government and for the government to be, and for the people to begin to think about, is the fact that we will need to rightly identify those that are IDPs, that are refugees, and so that we do not extend help to, for people that do not really need it, but are out to dupe or whatever. No, we will have to be able to identify rightly those whose homes have been burned, those who have lost houses, who have been driven for long, or in fact, we have to organize ourselves. I know the government will have to do a lot of things, but it's important. You see, sometimes we might think, oh, that's the responsibility of the other one. It's not my responsibility. Why we have brilliant ideas, or we think, oh, the idea I have, it's not, somebody else will think of it. But when you are seated there and having to deal with the situation, it might not be as easy as we think. But if at least ideas have been there, shared and discussed, then it's so easy for those who be concerned to do the job and to do the job properly. Yes, indeed, somebody, just 1 second, I'm seeing a comment here. 1 second. Wow, somebody says, thank you, Mr. Dan. I wish we ignore the distractions, keep focus, make sure the differentiation strategy be applied that is doing it at other strategy be applied that is doing it as others but differently. Anyway, I understand what this person is trying to say. Is simply saying that let us be focused and let us keep on with our strategies that is working for us. Yes, I believe that is something that we have to keep on with. Stick to that which is working. It's foolish to be trying the same thing over and over and over, and then if it's not working, you keep on with it. I mean, we have to try different things. But if it's working and it keeps working, then we should stick with it. So thanks for that comment. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just to reiterate again, please, I want you to go on YouTube. Go there. Please sign up on YouTube. Search for Vision for the Nation. Sign up on YouTube. I'm hoping to do more of this. Some things might not be live because it's not all the time that I will have this opportunity for live, but some things might not be live. I could be discussing some other stuff, interviewing people. So I need your comments. I need your ideas as well. How should the show go? What should we discuss? I understand today is a bit challenging discussing about the IDPs and refugees because that's a situation that is ongoing. But even so, we still have to brace up ourselves and still consider it and still remind ourselves of what we have been going through. So once again, please visit us on Facebook, on YouTube, and email us visionftn@gmail.com. I would like to leave it here at this stage. I know it is late on ground zero and you need to have a rest. Please stay safe and may God Almighty be your strength, be your help, be with you all throughout. And whatever strategies, ideas you have with regards to our nation, with regards to its improvement, with the vision we can attain, the difference we can make in the world, in fact, reach out to us and send us your ideas. Contact us on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on YouTube. Have a blessed night, and may the Lord continually be your strength. Good night. Welcome to Vision for the Nation. Welcome to Vision for the Nation.